Flying Cup. Starts tomorrow, November 5th. It's only one day, but you get 20 sets, so let's make sure y'all are prepared for those sets. I've prepared some practice battles for you, and I've got an infographic on the right there. Let's just head into the infographic first. Just gonna keep it short, there's not a lot you need to know. I think the most important thing is Aerodactyl, the king of Flying Cup. With those heavy hitting rock fast moves, it destroys pretty much every flying type out there. Except for Skarmory, which you see to the right of it. It's like the hardest counter to Aerodactyl in the cup. With Steel Wing though. You really do need Steel Wing on Skarmory in this cup, I think. With Air Slash, Aerodactyl takes that matchup. Then below that we have the Flying Electrics, Zapdos and Morga. They beat Skarmory quite hard. And they have a pretty even matchup with Aerodactyl. Just make sure you burn some shields. In the 2 shields, Aerodactyl beats both. In the 1 shield, Morga can take it if it has some energy. And Zapdos just dies too quick. It doesn't get to 2 of those Thunderbolts against Aerodactyl. It only wins the 0 shields. Then to the right of that, in the blue box, we have the Water Flying types. Very strong generalist. They have decent matchups against Aerodactyl, pretty even. And against Skarmory, they usually win it, but with some energy, Skarmory can flip those matchups. Then in the purple box right there, we have the generalist, Mandibuzz, Altaria, Articuno. They do pretty good all around. Obviously, Articuno would get shredded by Aerodactyl's rock moves, but if you can burn some shields, those icy winds KO Aerodactyl straight up. So it definitely has some play. Let's just head into these battles, and I'll talk more about the matchups during the battles. Starting off with Mantine versus Mantine. Probably the slowest matchups you'll see in all of Flying Cup. I'm just gonna go straight for the Ice Beam right here. Just hoping to chip down this Mantine. I wanna get out of this matchup actually. I want to try safe swap a Morga. I think as far as safe swaps go in this cup, a Morga and Mantine are probably the best contenders. A Morga really only has the Aerodactyl and the ground types to fear, but I don't expect the ground types to be that common. But as you can see right there, my opponent here did bring a ground type. But if it were like an Aerodactyl that comes in, that I expect to be more common. Morga can get to 2 discharges before getting farmed down, so you'll burn 2 shields, and Mantine would be able to deal with the remaining health. Anyway, look at these Thunderbolts, so they'll still do quite a bit, and he's gonna have to burn like pretty much all his energy to take me out. 1 Night Slash doesn't kill. Yeah, and he has to throw another one before I get to my move. It kills me. I go into my Mantine. He gets a boost though. Not very nice, but Mantine still should take this match pretty cleanly. Because he got the boost, I now have to shield. Happy about that, but what are you gonna do? This Mantine is low health anyway. I'm not so worried. Just gonna go for these Ice Beams. If he lets it go, I'm gonna go into my Aerodactyl and snipe him. I am running Shadow Aerodactyl, by the way, just because it's the only one I have. I also think it's better. The rock throws just hit a little harder, which makes it hard for Pokemon like Zapdos or Morga to get to a second charge move, which is good. But also matches like the Altaria matchup are usually pretty IV dependent, but Shadow always takes Altaria matchup. There we go. I was able to chip his Aerodactyl a bit with my Mantine, and then my Aerodactyl took the win over his. Alright. Next match, we get Mantine into Zapdos. That's not great. Definitely, like, Mantine's hardest counter. I'm just gonna safe swap it to a Morga again. He goes into Aerodactyl, and this is a really good showcase of a Morga safe swap. I get to 1 discharge right here. And I should get to another one. There we go. And this should be enough to KO, but he shoots it, which is great for me. I can come with my Mantine. I can't really farm right here. I have to throw a Bubble Beam in order to kill him because these bubbles aren't doing that much. I just really hope he doesn't get to another Rock Slide. I wanna save a shield. Really wanna save a shield. Throw the Bubble Beam, hoping it kills. It does. Very nice. I'm expecting the Zapdos to come back in, so I swap to my Aerodactyl instantly. He has Gyarados. Gyarados a really good counter for Aerodactyl. Well, not a really good counter. As you could see right there, the rock throws almost killed him. It's a really close matchup, but Gyarados does generally take it. Now I have a little bit of energy on my Mantine. I just need to get to his Ice Beam before this Zapdos gets to another Drill Peck. Let's see if I can make it. I do! And this will definitely KO. That's the power of Mantine. Even against some of his hardest counters, like Zapdos and Morga, it can get off the Ice Beam to kill. So if you play it right, Morga is a very flexible Pokemon. Alright, Aerodactyl into Skarmory lead. I switched immediately because I thought he had Steel Wing, but my opponent is actually running Air Slash, which is actually a good matchup for Aerodactyl, so I would not have needed to swap right there, but I assume that most people will be running Steel Wing. Brings in Aerodactyl versus Mantine, but as you can see, he no-shielded the Bubble Beam, did quite a little bit of damage, and now I'll take this matchup with a bit of health and a lot of energy. No matter what he brings in now, I'm gonna be able to get off some charge moves. Brings in Golbat, which is a very interesting pick. Has those Shadow Balls which do neutral damage versus pretty much everything in the cup, except for Manibuzz, but he can just hit Manibuzz with the Poison Fang. I bring in Aerodactyl. Look at those Rock Throws chunk. Again, Skarmory. I'm staying in there for a little bit because my Skarmory still has a decent matchup versus his Golbat. Shoot up the Sky Attack. Shadow Aerodactyl was very squishy, so like even those resisted Sky Attacks from Skarmory would do a bunch. Another thing about Aerodactyl, by the way, you really only need one move. I like Rock Slide. It gives me pretty much all the coverage I need. If you really want to go for another move, you can't on a Shadow, of course, but if you're using a regular one, if you really want to go for a second move, I would suggest Ancient Power. If your opponent is low HP and you expect Ancient Power to kill, you might as well throw it, hope for the boost. But besides that, things like Iron Head or Earth Power don't really give coverage to Aerodactyl in this cup. Right. We had a Gyarados lead against Skarmory there, which again is favorable for the Gyarados, so I safe swap a Morga right there. Brings in Zapdos, and I outpace this thing to the electric move, so I'm just gonna go straight for the discharges right here. Morga so spammy in this cup, which I really do enjoy. Shooting up this Drill Peck right here, that would probably kill from his range. Zapdos really high attack, and Morga's not that bulky. Gonna throw Discharge right away, that kills the Zapdos, brings in the Aerodactyl. I'm really hoping to get to Discharge right there, but no, those Rock Throws are just way too powerful. Bringing my Skarmory, brings in the Gyarados, I bring in Zapdos, hoping I can get to the Drill Peck, but I can't, and I really hope this charge move doesn't kill me. It's a crunch. Ooh, barely doesn't KO. I'm running Shadow Zapdos, by the way, but if you're running Zapdos, I would honestly suggest the regular variant, the non-Shadow, just because like Thunderbolt from non-Shadow Zapdos KOs most things anyway, and that extra bit of bulk is so useful. Alright, get off the Sky Attack. And kill the Aerodactyl. That's a good game. It's a good game. Alright, really good matchup for Steel Wing Skarmory, but these Icy Winds do add up. Just gonna throw one right here. Yeah, Articuno! Articuno is a pretty good Pokemon in this meta, I think. Like, it's not good versus Steel Wing Skarmory and Aerodactyl, but versus everything else, it does a lot of work. It wins against the Electrics, has decent matchups against the Water Flying types. It's good against Altaria, good against Mandibuzz, good against a lot of the other flyers. And even if you have energy, it does a lot of work versus Aerodactyl and Skarmory. One line I like with Articuno is something like Steel Wing Skarmory, a Morga safe swap to lure out like Aerodactyl, and then Articuno in the back. So you lure out the Aerodactyl with a Morga, and then you can sweep with Articuno in the end game, which is something I've really been enjoying. I think any line with a Morga safe swap to lure out the Aerodactyl, and then something in the back to sweep is a good idea. Right here I ran double electric, which kind of worked. As you can see in this battle, I'm gonna kill like 4 Mantines with this one Thunderbolt actually. Yeah, that's crazy. GG's. GG's. I've been running a Morga save swap a lot this video. I think this next match is with Mantine save swap, which I think is very, very solid as well. No, this is not with... Oh, no, this is Togekiss. I think Togekiss can be a really strong Pokemon in this cup as well. You don't see it on the spreadsheet or an infographic. But, like, if you're not prepared for it, if you don't have a Skarmory, like, it chunks everything. Even Aerodactyl with those super effective rock throws doesn't really take it. Those charms are just way too oppressive. So make sure you're prepared for Togekiss. I've Driven right here. Another interesting pick. With those debuffing Icy Winds, I think it has a lot of potential. But not against this Articuno, because these Icy Winds are just doing way too much in return. Hope my Aerodactyl can take out this Articuno, and it can, but those Ice Shards did a ton already. He has Altaria in the back. Which is probably too much for my Zapdos to handle. I think I go for the Thunderbolt right here, expecting not to shield, but I know it's not gonna KO, and I know the next Thunder Shocks aren't enough, so I probably should have gone for the triple drill pack, which you can reach sometimes depending on IVs. Good game, good game. Alright, Skarmory into Mantine. To really enjoy Mantine lead, because you can usually debuff things like right off the bat. He throws a Sky Attack, which I won't shoot, won't do that much, and I'm planning on going into my Morga anyway. I want to lure out a potential Aerodactyl here so that my Articuno has free reign in the back. But he brings in the Altaria, which is fine with me as well. I'm not expecting the Aerodactyl in the back now. As you can see, that Thunderbolt did quite a bit. I can get to another one here, so I'm just gonna shield this. As I don't really want my Articuno lined up against the Skarmory. I kind of want to take this switch advantage or take both the shields. See, this discharge wouldn't KO, but I think the next Thunder Shocks might. Can we do it? Yeah, that's really close. That's really cool that Morga could do that. Oh, it's the Aerodactyl, so this is pretty tough. Both of my mons are pretty low. My Mantine is pretty low, and my Articuno is gonna die to 3 rock throws. Throw the Bubble Beam. Luckily I get a shield. Hoping to get an Ice Beam. I don't, but that's fine. It brings in a Skarmory. I stored up an Ice Beam, hoping to use it later on the Aerodactyl, but maybe that wasn't a good play because Aerodactyl's gonna win CMP anyway, and if he farms up, he's gonna have a Rock Slide ready for sure. So I probably should have just thrown it, but anyway, I can kill this Skarmory. I debuffed him now. This Sky Attack won't kill. After I kill it, I'm almost gonna be at an Icy Wind. Actually, I am at an Icy Wind. So if he had a Rock Slide right there, he would have needed to throw it. I would have had energy ready. Yeah, kill the Aerodactyl. That's a really good game. That's a really good game. And those were the matches for today. I'll be streaming all Go Battle Night tomorrow, all 6 hours, together with my friend the Nut93. So if you're interested in more Flying Cup battles live, definitely go check out my Twitch channel. I'll be live all day. I hope this video was useful for you, and I wish you a lot of luck in your Flying Cup. Have a good day.